Hello, welcome to the live. We're going to be starting here in a minute. Let me double check the volume. Hello, welcome. Welcome everybody to the live. We're just giving everybody time to come in, then we can get started. Going to be starting here in a minute, but put your comment down below if you need here, by the way. Hi, my name is Catherine. Welcome to my channel. So on here, we're talking a little bit about on your previous relationship or your past relationship. Do you think you might have found a one but didn't end up working out? Comment down below. And if it did, if you felt like you did find a one but it didn't end up working out, um, what can you do differently now on your previous relationship? Thank you, Parker. Welcome to the live. Hi, Chelsea. Welcome to the live. Hi, Elizabeth. Welcome. How's everybody doing in the chat? Hi, everybody. Welcome to the live. If you're new, my name is Catherine. Welcome to the live. So today's topic is about if do you think you might have found a one, but it didn't turn out working out? If it did, if you felt like that person was your person and it didn't end up working out, what can you do differently now in your previous relationship? I mean, on your current relationship, comment down below. I love to hear your input on this. For me, I would have to say, um, my past relationship, to be honest with you guys, I haven't had a lot of relationship. One of my relationship lasted for almost 20 years. And most of the time I was married for at least over 15 years. Okay. So, but that relationship or that marriage, I didn't think it will last that long, but it ended up lasting a longer time. Um, but one relationship in particular that I felt like everything was adding up, and that relationship was another relationship lasted for over 3 years, almost 4 years. I felt like that was the one, but it turned out well, from the beginning, I would say this. From the beginning, I seen some stuff like I felt if it was not dealt with, it could have, make the relationship end up not working out. I seen some red flag from the beginning, or should I say my intuition was telling me that something wasn't right. Even though we did connect in a lot of aspect that we had a lot of connection, but there was just some certain thing I felt like if he didn't get it together, it was not just going to work for me. But I ended up going on with it anyway, and we was together for at least over 3.5 years, almost 4 years. But I always tell people, if you meet somebody today And take people for who they are. Like if somebody show you who they are from the beginning, sometimes God is just trying to save you time, or God is trying to tell you that this is not the right person, even though this is who you want, but this is not the right person for you, but you still don't listen to your intuition, or you don't follow your heart. Sometimes, you know, you end up wasting your time, and you get some broken heart. So it's always good to always follow your intuition. If something is not right, it's probably not right. So don't just like overlook it. Okay. Somebody said, I love your video. Thank you, Misty. Welcome. Glad to have you here. So that relationship, it was just like, it was other stuff that I felt like we could have worked on, but certain stuff like I couldn't just take. That was like more like a spiritual part. Like there was a lot of stuff that would happen spiritually, and I just felt like it wasn't just going to work with me. Even though I could see it, and like I would tell them, because I'm the type of person, y'all, if God do show me stuff, it's just like I don't really use my gift, but I will go to bed and dream about something, and I will get up and it will happen. Even if it's 1 or 2 days or the next day, it's going to happen. Sometimes God showed me stuff before it even happened. So even before this person and myself got together, like we felt like, yeah, we could work together, but like I had this dream that was just a lot of spiritual attack in the relationship, and I even told him about it, but he just laughed it out. And I even told him, I'm like, there's a lot of there is something that is not just right, but I don't know what it is. But yeah, Lord just pray about it. Or even I told him that there was a lot of spiritual attack on the relationship, even on me. But he just laughed it out. Like sometimes you be telling people, they don't just believe you. And I told him, I'm like, if it's something that you need to tell me, you need to tell me now. Because if you don't tell me, at the end of the day, I'm going to dream about it. Or if I really want to know what it is, I ask God to show me, He gonna show me anyway. So, but anyway, it was just like thing happening like in the broad light, like it was just like a movie, right? You see stuff happening, and people, and you just feel like, is this really happening? But yeah, that's how it worked. It was just a lot of spiritual attack, and I just felt like I couldn't go with it anymore. And I just, I just kept telling him about it, and but he would just laugh it out. So I'm like, yeah. And other stuff that was also going on, and he was not willing to work towards it. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to keep wasting my time if you are not willing to work on this stuff. So you will dream when you are tired. No, actually, I don't be tired though. I don't be tired. Like when I was growing up, when I was very little, like I would see stuff like I would have a dream about somebody like who is going to pass. Like when I tell somebody about it, and it happens. Or maybe I will have like this different dream. I will tell somebody about it, and it will actually happen. Or if somebody was trying to attack me, or somebody was trying to plan something evil, and I would dream about it and it will happen. Even like couples almost 4 days ago, like I was at work. Well, I was at home, and that night I had a dream. Actually, I had this dream twice in a row before it even happened. The first time somebody gave me food in my dream, um, and usually people tell you like if somebody gave you food in your dream, something like that, that's not a good dream. And it happened, and I dreamed about it, and I'm like, oh, why was this person giving me food in my dream? So the next time again, when I was going to work that night, I had another dream. I can't lie to you. Like when I went to work, this person gave me food, and I held the food, but as soon as it left, I just trashed the food. I'm like, people, some people, they will like just do stuff like, you will dream about all this stuff, but if you don't pay attention to it, God is trying to show you something. I'm like, I used to get so scared, so I was like, God, don't show me any stuff. Like, it's scaring me because I would dream about all this stuff, and it actually happened. So, I started to just ask God. I'm like, don't show me stuff until it, like, if I want to, like, if I want to know something, then you can show it to me. But yeah, it was maybe one of those days. I'm gonna do a story time about this relationship. I'm talking about the 3.5 years relationship that didn't work. Like I said, there was just a lot of spiritual attack that was going on, and some will happen in the dream, and some will happen in broad daylight. Like it will happen, and I'm like, why would this person do this, and they would just like laugh about it and stuff like that. Then I'm like, like, something, but you don't want to tell the person, and they do all this evil stuff. But you like, you just trying to like overlook it, be like, oh, this person I care about, that I love. This person wouldn't do anything like that to harm you. But God is just showing you these stuff, these signs that, yeah, that person might not be there for the right reason. So yeah, so just be careful out there. Like, if your intuition is not right, or if you're having an achy feeling about someone, it's probably not right. So just follow your heart. Um, uh, so that's my story. So I would love to hear you guys' input on this discussion. And also, like, it's funny how, like, someone who sometimes you'll feel like, this is not who I want to be with, or stuff like that. But it end up sometime you and the person will be together for a longer time, but like, you don't really care about the person like that. So it was like that. Maybe like my, yeah, I didn't take him to be like that. Like how I would care about somebody like I want to spend the rest of my life with. But this is what happens sometimes in relationship. Sometimes you get with people that you don't really, yeah, you care about the person, and you want to make sure that person is okay, but in your heart, it's not the person that you want to be with for the rest of your life or for a long term. But sometimes it end up going for a long term too, because you just like, sometimes ladies does this, they just want to stick around because they care about the person, and they don't want to hurt the person feelings and stuff like that. So if they are broken in different part or different aspect, or somebody is having uh some issues going on, we feel like we should be there for that person. We should make sure they're fine before we walk away. Yeah, that's what happened. But sometimes you cannot change the situation as long as that person is not willing to change themselves or work on whatever issue they're having. So we can't always save people. So yeah, that just one thing I want to say. You cannot save anybody, or we cannot always feel like we can solve somebody's problems. Because even at the end of the day, we can just stick around and make sure they're fine. But as long as that person is not willing to change anything, it's just going to be the same thing. And at some point, you're going to burn out. You're going to get exhausted, and you're just going to um, start to feel like your time is being wasted. So I always tell people the sooner is better. If you just like feel like, yeah, you have done your part in that relationship to make it work, and it's not just working, or something is not just adding up, it's better to take your loss early than just wait longer. Because the longer you wait, like I said, you cannot change anybody as long they are not willing to change. So the longer you stick around, you're just gonna have your time being wasted. So it's always good to just walk away. Even if you do care about the person, you want to make sure that person is fine. It's better to walk away if you feel like um, the relationship, even though you care about the person, but you just feel like the relationship is not working, and you just feel like this is not what you want for your relationship. It's better to let that person go. In that way, I always say that gave a room for a new person to come along who truly care about you, who willing to do the work. Because no relationship is perfect. Everybody have issues in a relationship. They might not tell you, like from the outside, it might look so perfect and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, when the door is shut, when nobody's around, everybody has some kind of problems in a relationship. But what matters the most though is two people who are together, who truly care about each other, who love each other, and just willing to do the work. Because relationship, there's always ups and downs. Sometimes you guys gonna have good days. Someday you guys gonna have bad days. And there's gonna be also temptation along the way. So I always tell people, find someone who is gonna be with you, who truly love you unconditionally, who is going to be by your side when that time comes, like the testing time or temptation, that person is able to be around and stuff like that. But there are other stuff too in a relationship that you cannot compromise. That can be anything that will harm you and stuff like that, or if your partner is being abusive or anything of that nature, or is just disrespecting you or cheating on you. um you don't want to stick around for a relationship like that, or who just want to be there just for the name's sake. But at the end of the day, in their heart, they don't really want to be with you. You don't want to be with somebody like that. So I always say, even though in relationship, sometimes there is compromise, but you should always be willing to set boundaries. There are certain things you shouldn't compromise in a relationship. Always know that, because if you continue to let anybody cross your boundaries, they're going to keep doing it, and they're going to feel like, oh yeah, at the end of the day, she's not going to leave me or he's not going to leave me. They're going to always be by my side. Sometimes when you continue to let stuff slide, it gives the idea that you ain't going to leave them. And I always say, at the end of the day, if you ever decide you feel like um the relationship is not just working at all, and you just feel like this is not what you want for yourself, right? You know, be willing to walk away without just making all this noise, like every day telling the person, oh, I'll leave you, I'll leave you. Yeah, just plan how you're gonna walk away, and just make sure that when you are leaving the relationship, that you don't stand there and be having a whole big argument or a big confusion. You're just making a scene. Just walk away in peace. Sometimes not all relationship need explanation, especially when you have been telling this person what you want in a relationship, and you have seen a whole lot of stuff that they are doing to you that you don't like, and you continue to tell them, this is, I don't like this, and they continue to do it anyway. When you are ready to leave, not all relationship need closure. Sometimes you just walk away without having a closure. A closure should always be like, people gonna treat you at a way, people gonna treat you in the way they want to treat you at the end of the day. Or things don't just happen. People don't just get up and start treating you bad. People know what they are doing, right? So we are all adults. We know what we're doing. We know if we are doing certain things that we shouldn't be doing to other people. So if you feel like this is not what you want for yourself or for your life or for your relationship, and someone continue to cross your boundaries, just walk away without even making a scene. And you don't need to explain yourself to anybody, especially when you have, expressed it to them. So I'm gonna leave this time to ask you guys if you have question or you want to add anything to today's chat. Yo, this water is so nasty. I don't know how many of you guys here love sparkling water. It just tastes so nasty for me. I have 886 subscribers. What about you? Um, Let me see. I think this channel is at. Let me see something. I think this channel is at 318 or 319 on this channel. But I also have other channel that is, this channel is at 319. I don't know if you can see that. But one of my channel that have the most subscriber is at 1040. That one is just a full channel. I just post stuff on there. And my other channel, I have one that is 200. I have another channel that is 277. I have one that is 188. So, but anyway, it goes on. I have like 5 different channels on here on YouTube. So, yeah. It's not easy being a content creator, y'all. Sometimes people just feel like it's easy, but you really have to like what you do for it to come easy, you know? You don't just pick any niche just because you see other people doing it and you feel like, yeah, that's gonna be easy for me. No, but do something that you actually like to do and be consistent with it. Because for me, when I first started doing YouTube, actually, some of the reason why I decided to do YouTube is like, just get out of my comfort zone and stuff like that. In real life, I'm shy. So even though I'm talking to camera, but I feel that has helped me a whole lot. Just being able to, get myself out there and also share um, some hobbies that I have that will help somebody as well. So, and just sharing what I like, some of the things that I like to do, share it with my viewers, and if it's anything I can help and stuff like that, I'm always open to like, just sharing different ideas, having conversation with different people, meeting new people, and just like, you never know out there who might be out there might just need your help. Even though you might feel like you're talking to the camera, but what you might say something or do something that might help somebody. So yeah, I'm always open to that. So um, I tell anybody who is willing to or who wants to be a YouTuber, pick something in your niche that you actually like to do. Because if you like to do it, you can always build on that. So, um, let me see. And also, like, one last stuff, like, if you do pick a niche that you like doing and you looking for a way to improve yourself and stuff like that, sometimes everybody grow differently, right? Some people have faster growth than others, but like be happy with the little that you have and work towards the bigger goals. Don't compare yourself with anybody, but just be yourself. Be yourself and just try to improve on yourself and be consistent. I know you guys hear that a whole lot, but for you to, if you are consistent, you keep doing it over and over. As time go by, you get good at it, and for real, like I have some video that have done way good, way better that I didn't put more time in than some video that I put a whole lot of work in and stuff like that, and it didn't do good. So consistency is a key. When it's your time and when it's God's time for you to shine, you're gonna shine. So just be patient and continue to work, building yourself up and just looking for a way to better yourself. I know for me, one of my downfall is like not knowing how to edit very, very well. I'm still trying to improve on that. So yeah, I know everybody has something to work on. So that's one of the things that I need to work on. Just trying to be a better editor. So but yeah, so if you want to do any social media or content creator, just be yourself. Just be your true self. And, you know, continue to grow and always open to new ideas and looking for way to improve yourself. So that's it. But I think that's it for today's video. You guys, thank you all for coming. I appreciate each and every one of you guys here. I'm looking forward to hearing each and every one of you input on this topic discussion. And comment down below what you want to hear next. Tomorrow I'll be going live at between 4:30 to 5 tomorrow because I have to work in the morning. So I'll probably go live between 4:30 to 5 tomorrow. So you guys are welcome anytime to come here. Always feel free to come here. I'm trying to establish a place that people feel comfortable. If you ever going through anything that you are able to come to a group that you feel like they ain't gonna judge you, they're just gonna be there for you, um, be able to support you. That could be giving ideas, having a shoulder to cry on, and just a listening ears and more, and just looking for a way to motivate each other. So if you like those kind of content, you are in the right place. And always feel free to stop by. And also, you can leave me a message on the community page as well, as to if you have any topic of interest or anything you want to talk about, any idea, suggestion, leave it on there. Thank you all once again for stopping by. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a blessed evening. Bye, y'all. See you tomorrow.